The moment the empath stops caring is not loud. It does not arrive with anger or revenge or dramatic words. It arrives quietly, almost gently, like the final leaf falling from a tree that has already endured too many storms. And most people never notice it when it happens. They only feel the absence later, when the warmth is gone and the door they thought would always remain open is suddenly closed without a sound. An empath does not stop caring because they are cruel. They stop caring because they have cared too much for too long without being met halfway. They gave understanding when they were misunderstood. They offered patience when they were rushed. They chose silence to keep peace even when their heart was screaming to be heard. And for a long time they believed that love meant enduring, that loyalty meant staying, that kindness meant self-sacrifice. Until one day, something inside them finally whispered, enough. The empath is the one who feels the room before anyone speaks. The one who senses shifts in energy, in tone, in intention. They know when something is wrong even when everyone insists it is fine. And because they feel so deeply, they often excuse what hurts them. They justify behavior that wounds them. They carry emotional weight that was never theirs to carry. Not because they are weak, but because they are compassionate. Because they believe people can change. Because they believe love can heal. Because they believe giving more will eventually bring balance. But what people forget is that even the deepest well can run dry. Even the strongest heart has limits. Even the most forgiving soul reaches a point where self-betrayal becomes unbearable. The empath does not wake up one morning and decide to stop caring. It happens slowly, in moments, in disappointments stacked on top of each other, in apologies that are spoken but never followed by change, in promises that dissolve into excuses, in being there for everyone while no one truly shows up for them. And then comes the moment. Not explosive, not dramatic, just clear. The moment they realize that caring is costing them their peace, that loving is asking them to abandon themselves, that staying is shrinking them. And in that realization, something shifts. The heart that once overflowed with understanding begins to protect itself. Not with walls of bitterness, but with boundaries of clarity. When an empath stops caring, it is not because they stopped feeling. It is because they finally felt themselves. They finally listened to the quiet exhaustion in their bones. They finally honored the ache they kept dismissing. They finally chose self-respect over self-sacrifice. And that choice changes everything. People are often shocked by this version of the empath. They say, you changed. You became cold. You became distant. But what they really mean is that you stopped allowing access to parts of yourself that were never respected. You stopped over-explaining. You stopped chasing understanding. You stopped pouring into people who treated your depth like a convenience. You did not become heartless. You became whole. The moment the empath stops caring is the moment they stop arguing with reality. They stop hoping potential will replace patterns. They stop believing that love alone can fix what accountability refuses to face. They stop waiting for someone to finally see them after years of being invisible. And in that surrender, they reclaim their power. There is grief in this moment. Do not misunderstand that. The empath mourns deeply. They grieve the version of themselves that tried harder than they should have. They grieve the future they imagined with people who could not meet them in truth. They grieve the love they offered freely, thinking it would be cherished. But grief is not weakness. Grief is the price of having loved sincerely. And once it passes, something stronger takes its place. What follows is not hatred. It is detachment, a calm distance, a quiet strength. The empath learns that they do not need to save everyone. That empathy does not require self-destruction. That compassion without boundaries is not noble, it is dangerous. And they begin to choose carefully where their energy goes, because they finally understand how precious it is. When an empath stops caring, they stop explaining their worth. They stop proving their loyalty. They stop shrinking to be digestible. They start living in alignment instead of apology. They become selective, not selfish. They become grounded, not guarded. They become peaceful, not passive. And here is the truth most people are not ready to hear. When an empath stops caring, there is no going back. Not because they are unforgiving, but because awareness cannot be undone. Once you see that someone is comfortable hurting you, neglecting you, or taking you for granted, you cannot unsee it. Once you choose yourself after years of choosing others, you do not return to abandonment disguised as love. This is the moment the empath finally wins. Not by overpowering anyone, not by getting the last word, but by walking away with dignity intact, by choosing peace over chaos, by realizing that their sensitivity was never a flaw, only misplaced, by learning that the deepest love they will ever need to give is the love they owe themselves. And from that moment on, their care becomes sacred, rare, intentional, reserved for those who honor it, and anyone who had access before but lost it will feel the difference. Not because the empath is punishing them, but because the light they once enjoyed for free now belongs to someone who finally knows its value. That is the moment the empath stops caring, and that is the moment they begin to live.